Hamjambo, this is Ruth Kamau, and welcome to Wasafiri Africa, where we celebrate Africa and things African. Gweru is the main city of Zimbabwe's Midlands province. Founded as a military outpost in 1894, it's situated somewhat midway between Harare and Bulawayo. With modest industrial development, Gweru is the training post for the Zimbabwean Airforce. It is also considered to be the coldest city in Zimbabwe. Twendeni, Africa is ready. Charity Gwakuka is a force of nature. To experience her in real life as she tells her story is to reckon with her formidable resilience and unshakable faith. From humble beginnings in Gweru, Zimbabwe, like a phoenix, Charity Ngwakuka has risen from the smithereens of being a child bride relentlessly upward towards a dream that refused to die. A proud mother of three, Charity has experienced rejection, poverty, loss, and betrayal. In all this, her spiritual gyroscope has kept solidly grounded in her faith and conviction that she was destined to succeed at her passion, hairstyling. And the universe has conspired. Now listed on IMDb, Charity Gwakuka is a renowned hairstylist to international celebrities, including in notable films such as The Woman King, G20, Boys Trip, and Blood and Water on Netflix series. As an innovative hairstylist, she was included in the nomination under the Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild Awards for Best Period Hairstylist 2023 from The Woman King. So strap on your listening seatbelt. It's a roller coaster ride with Charity Gwakuka. Hey, Charity.
Hi, Ruth. How are you?
I'm fine. So how do you say hello in Shona?
In Shona, you say Makadi.
Oh, yes, Makadi. And I see people always clapping their hands like this.
Yes, that's a way of respect.
It's respect?
Yes.
Okay. So if I say Makadi to you...
So you say Tiripo Makadiwo.
Okay. So here goes, right?
Yes.
Makadi.
Tiripo Makadiwo.
And then we clap.
Yes. Or even if you don't clap, but you just show some respect.
Okay.
Yes.
By holding your hands together.
Yes.
Right. I love these little nuances about us, you know, as a people on the continent, you know, the different things that we do. Like, for instance, if you're greeting an older person, you put your left arm over the arm on your right.
Okay.
Yeah. You know?
Oh, yes.
You do like this, isn't
just
it?
a show of respect.
A show of respect, you know. Or in some cultures, you know how we bend a knee a little bit. You know,
yes, and also like
bowing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's fascinating.
We are one people.
We are, because it doesn't matter where I go. If I do a gesture like that, you know, the person, the mother of somebody who I'm being introduced to or something, they understand what it is that
yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I feel honored to be here.
But you know what? You're honoring me. Because seriously. Because yes, because you're a busy lady. You're a busy lady, and as I said, you have gifted hands, and it's really it's wonderful to see you take time at this time of the day, because I know it's a busy time for
also
you.
Friday.
On a Friday, So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I said that you have a fiery, unstoppable vision. But before we just get to that, I'd like to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah? So you grew up in Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me something about growing up in Zimbabwe?
So Zimbabwe is a very beautiful country. We've got a lot of minerals. We've got nice sunshine. I know that everywhere in Africa we have sunshine, but I feel like Zimbabwe is a very beautiful country. I grew up in Gweru. That's where I was born and bred. I'm the first child to my mother and a second child to my father.
Okay, I get that.
You get that?
Yeah, I get that.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. It sounds like a riddle, but it's not.
Yes. So I grew up with my mom
Yeah,
and my stepdad.
yeah. How long did you live in Gweru?
I was born and bred in Gweru, and I got married at a young age because I was 17 when I got my first child.
Okay.
She was premature, and then I stayed in the marriage for 12 years.
Oh, you were a young bride.
Yes,
Ooh.
I was. So I had my 3 kids in a period of like 10 years. So, yeah. And then after 12 years, the marriage didn't go well. So I left Gweru with my kids.
So you got married and were still living in Gweru.
Yes.
Was your husband
Yes.
also young?
Yes, because I was 17 and he was 24.
Yeah, you were both young.
I've got passion with hair.
You've
actually.
got passion with hair,
Yes.
yeah.
Because I remember when I was a little girl, when I was like very young, like 10 years, when I look at someone with hair, I will feel like I want to touch it.
Your fingers.
Yes. And then, when you are growing up and when older people, you feel like, can I braid your hair? And they feel like, no, you're a child. You can't do that. So I started to practice on the grass. How to braid.
Yes.
On the grass.
Yes.
That's how I started to braid. And then later on, I started to ask my friends, those who have hair, can I just braid? Can I just control your hair? And then that's how I practiced. Because I can just look at a picture, even if I see one side of the picture, I can know what is happening on the other side. Or I can just look at someone and create a style.
So can you tell me what you considered was your big break there? Like when you knew, I have to have my own business.
Actually, because it's just passion that was pushing me to pursue my talent.
Yeah.
So I started working actually for under someone, because it's very difficult if you want to have a business and you are not yet established.
Yes.
So you need to be under someone that is well established, so that you can also, people, they can see you out there and they can recognize your talent. Before I started my own, I have to go to Botswana as well. We used to go to Botswana like 2 weeks and do some braiding and sell some things, because that time it was so difficult in Zimbabwe that you have money, but the shops, there's nothing to buy. We used to get a bus from Gweru, like we'll leave around 11 a.m. and then we'll arrive in Harare like 2-3 a.m.
And then you take another bus.
And then you take another bus in the morning to Lobatse.
Why did you go to Lobatse? Why didn't you do your shopping in Harare?
So I was not going to do shopping only, because we used to go there and do some work. Like you go there, you braid, you go there, you have some African things to go and sell so that you get money.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So in Lobatse, it was like a remote area where there was older people who were staying there. It was not like a city.
Okay.
So life was a bit easy for people to do business. I found Lobatse like it had loyal people, especially maybe when you do someone's hair.
Yeah.
So I realized that the salons were way expensive than people coming around. So people couldn't afford to go to the salon, so they would prefer street people to come and do their hair.
So when you said, did you do the hair on the street? No, you went to people's homes.
Yes, so you go to people's homes, so you'll be just walking around and then you'll be selling at the same time. Some people, they always, so they knew already that among those people who are selling, there will be some who know how to do hair. So it was half price in the street compared to the salon.
Right. So if you go to someone's house,
Yes.
it's called in the street.
So yeah, so it's in the street because now you got the client, you are just passing, and then
Yes.
sometimes you ask, do you want to do your hair? And then you'll be passing. Now you're selling your things, but now at the same time you are asking if they also want to do their hair.
Wow, that's very, I don't know, it's very courageous.
Mm-hmm. Now I realize, no, actually, I don't need to go to them. They can come to me.
Yes.
So whoever want to do their hair. So now I have time from 9 to 12. I've got this client. Okay, from 12 to 3, I've got this person from, you understand?
I do.
Yes.
I do. Well, how long did you do that? How long did you keep going to and from Gweru and Lobatsi?
I think 2 years.
Okay.
I felt like it was so tiring.
Yeah, it's quite a trip.
Yeah, it was so tiring. So I just found something.
Yeah.
Because that time in our shops, there were shops, but they were empty.
Yeah.
During the course of that time, I used to like buy in bulk, like sugar, like rice, like soap, and then you come and then you sell. You have something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just thinking that it's actually quite amazing to think that, you know, when you think of how someone starts up,
Mm-hmm.
that it's not a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
And people often forget that you really have to be passionate about something.
Of course.
To pursue it. And you were a tradeswoman because you were selling all these other household groceries. You're a hairstylist. You also like an interior decorator because you're selling things in Lobatsi that you made and everything. So you are all these things.
Multi-talented.
Multi-talented, multitasking. But at the end of the day, your passion is hair. And then you moved to Musina.
Yes.
Okay. What happened when you got there?
I always say that story. Like when I arrived in Messina, I didn't want to stay in Messina. But I just found myself there, staying there. And then there is a shelter where people stay there in Messina. So people, when they come from Zimbabwe, there's a shelter there. So I took my kids in Messina. It's a border town, so there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot
movement.
Movement. So I stayed there, and then I stayed in a shelter for like 2 weeks. So in that 2 weeks, I met someone who was undoing her hair actually, and then I said, do you want to do your hair? Since hair is my passion. And then she said, no, I don't want to do hair, but I'm looking for someone who does hair. And then I said, I can. They say, okay, you can come. I want to see how you do it. And then she just gave me a test, like, can you braid? And then she saw that I can. That's how I started working. I worked for like 9 months with that lady. And that lady was very good. So it helped me to be known, because she had a lot of clients. She used to stay where the salon was. So she didn't need to go out. She could spend a month without going outside. Yes, because
in the house the whole time.
Yes.
Braiding hair.
Yes. So she designed the place like in the front where there was the salon, and then at the back inside the building. That's where her house was.
Okay.
Yes. So the clients were coming for her. So she would just jump from the bed, go to shower, and then now she's starting working.
Wow.
Until anytime.
Wow.
Anytime.
2 a.m.
Yes, anytime. And sometimes I remember we used to, when we want to do like singles, twist, micro braiding, a client can wake us up at 3. And then by 5 o'clock we are done. And then we start our day with different clients.
Wow.
And everything. So
that is definitely unstoppable.
Yes. So I made a lot of money there because I was very busy for that 9 months. And then I felt like, no, actually, I really wanted to be known. So I told her that thank you so much for welcoming me in your salon, but now I've got a dream that I need to chase. I need to open my own. I need to go and rent a space for myself. I didn't want to be a bad person, like,
To take her customers.
yes,
Yeah,
because she was very nice to me.
Yeah.
So I just told, like, I think 5 people that, no, actually, end of this month, I'm going.
Yeah.
You know. So when I started, it was a challenge. Now maybe I could have a wash a day, or after 2 days, or after 4 days. So I made sure that when I have someone who comes to do hair, I'll do my best.
You had the opportunity of getting quite a few clients.
Yes, so
but
I
it's
was
not the way to do it.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to be a bad person.
Yeah.
But to her,
Yeah.
she didn't see that coming, because she was like, no, she went there because that place where I went,
Yeah.
it was very quiet, because
Yeah.
the owner of that salon messed
Yeah.
up the business.
Yeah.
Like, she was gossiping clients
Oh,
and then
yeah,
end
yeah,
up
yeah.
losing business. So
Yeah.
it was like a barber shop.
Yeah.
So when I went there,
Yeah.
I'm a believer. So
Yeah.
I went there and I speak life
Yes.
in that
Into
place.
space.
I said, I'm speaking life. I'm calling clients, every dry bond.
Yes.
You understand?
Come to life.
Yes.
Yes.
So at first it was a challenge, like 3 to 4 months. It was a challenge. Even to pay rent, it was a challenge. At the point that I was thinking, oh, actually I made a mistake. I was supposed
Especially from that hectic schedule.
Yes.
Where
So-
you were 24 hours almost, anytime.
So now from there up to now, you don't have
it's like
anyone.
standing still.
Yes. So by also doing good to people,
Yeah.
the good will always follow you.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm a firm believer in that. You know,
Yes.
what goes around comes around.
So I left. I looked for a carpenter. I fixed a salon which was having 10 chairs, 10 mirrors, and it was a very big salon. So remember, I've got these 4 kids that I was working with, 2 boys and 2 girls. So we were 5. And then there was a lady who was doing nails, and she was having an assistant. We started to rock and roll.
What year was this?
That was 2014.
So this is only 3 years after arriving at Maslina.
Yes.
Well done, Charity.
Yes.
Well done.
So I started to teach those kids that we don't gossip clients. We treat clients with the respect. We, you must respect people, especially when someone is bringing food on your table. No matter how dirty they are, no matter how they look like, the fact that they come to support us, we need to appreciate them.
How long did you do that for? How long did you have that salon for?
At the end of 2014 until 2016.
So 2 years.
So 2 years.
So you were doing
Yes.
really well.
I was really doing well, because I remember sometime there's a time when I had new clients every day. So I end up teaching them how to style easy styles, so that the load was not coming to me as well.
Yes.
So there was someone who was designated to relax hair, someone was doing weaves, someone was doing cornrows, someone was doing
This little girl from Gweru.
yes. So all of them, because I remember when they started working to me, they didn't know how to do dreadlocks.
Yeah.
So I have to teach them.
Yeah.
Like we speak, because all of us, we were coming from Zimbabwe, so I have to tell them in our language that do this, so that the client won't hear that this person doesn't know.
Right. Yeah. So you're covering for them.
Yes, I'm covering for them, and then I'm like, look at what I'm doing, and follow.
Yeah.
And come sit next to me.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, but just find a way to look at what I'm doing and follow what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I became more known with dreadlocks until that lady, after 2 years, she heard about my name. And then she came, she would pay a visit to me. And then she said, girl, is that you? I said, yes. And I was so open to her that, you know what, that day, that was when that new Charity Hairstylist was born. Later on, a new opportunity came to my door, that there was a Canada thing. So I really wanted to. So everyone's dream to go overseas.
Okay.
So regardless of me being
So
successful.
this is back to where you were saying that because of the hardship that people were experiencing in Zimbabwe,
Yes.
everybody was always trying to see how they
Elevate.
can emigrate to a different country
Yes.
and elevate their life.
Yes.
So it's one thing to just go across the border to Botswana or
Yes.
to South Africa, but it was seen like an even bigger thing
Yes.
if you can go overseas
Yes,
to
I could
Europe or
see a bigger
America
picture,
or
yes.
Canada.
Yes.
So you got this opportunity. Someone told you about Canada.
Yes, someone
Okay.
told me about Canada, and I
Okay.
was so much interested about it,
Yeah.
and because I was going with my kids,
Right.
so it was a very good thing. I grabbed that opportunity. So Canada, I had to go to Cape Town, to come to Cape Town to do the paperwork and everything. That's how I got stuck in Cape Town.
So to come here, though, who
Yes.
did you leave in the salon in Massachusetts?
So, it was so funny because it was only a 2 weeks. The news was just like 2 weeks. So
But this must be done in 2 weeks.
Yes, I was so fascinated. I was so, I was overwhelmed.
Yes.
Until I said to those, my team, like, guys, you know what? I'm going to Canada because I was very overwhelmed. I said, oh, guys, you know what? You can work for yourself. I don't need anything from this salon. I'm going to Canada. God. I'm telling you, that's how I left.
So you packed your clothes, not your things.
I packed my clothes.
And, and obviously
so where
came
I
with
was
your
staying,
children. You
where
took
I
your
was-
children out of school.
Yes. And then where I was staying, I just looked for someone who could rent that space. I said, you know what? Actually, you can use my stuff. I don't need it. Because that opportunity was like, I'm going to heaven. So
you left everything. You took your kids out of school.
I take my kids out of school. I said, no, our lives are going to change. So we are going to Canada. So we came to Cape Town. There was nothing that was going to uproot me from Messina. If it was not
Canada.
that good news.
Yes. Because, I mean, you had really struck a flow.
Yes. I really had loyal clients.
So when you landed here in Cape Town, what happened?
So when I landed here in Cape Town, I realized that all that glitters was not gold. I realized that actually there was a lot that needed to be done for me to migrate from
South
Africa to Canada.
So you hadn't been given the whole story.
I just got excited that I'm going to go to Canada, and it was an opportunity. So that opportunity was 1, 2, 3. So I just thought it was just instant. I started from zero now with that money that I had. So fortunately, I was staying to my sister's house. I didn't need to pay rent. I didn't need to buy food. But now, how can you be free when you know that you need to be a responsible person? If it was only me, it was going to be better. Nowadays, kids, they need lunchbox, they need transport, they need... I was seeing myself drowning, giving up. So now I still remember my brother-in-law came to me and then was like, Madam, what's wrong with you? I know you are beating up yourself, like you are regretting a lot, but I believe in you. That is what he said. I believe in you, and you are a very strong woman, and you can wipe the dust. Even if you fall, you can wipe the dust and start all over again. So that's when I heard someone saying something positive. So I started coming to town, looking for a workplace where I can work. So I have to work under someone. So it's a challenge to introduce yourself, even no matter how good you are. When it's a new place, it's a challenge. Even if you say to someone, I know how to do this, if they haven't seen you doing that, they will doubt you until they see what you can do. So I was only depending on doing hair because when I was still young, remember I got married when I was very young.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any other skill that I had.
Yeah.
I only knew how to do hair.
Yeah.
So now I have to be strong. I have to market myself. I remember when I didn't have even a 10 rand. After being successful and to be not having a 10 rand in your pocket.
It's painful.
Early 2018, that's when I could manage to get money to go and rent with my kids. So we moved.
You moved
Yes,
out of your sister's
yes.
house.
So I moved from my sister's place now to my place. So I went to sublet with someone who was staying in a two-bedroom apartment. So we had to go to that one room with my kids. I remember someone just gave me a mattress, the other one gave me a mattress. I'm starting again. I'm telling my kids, no, as long we are in love, we are here together, we are okay. We are fine. If I'm supposed to be here, let me be here. If I have to go back, show me the way. I wake up the other day, that was 2019. I just wake up in the morning and I say, I just need to go to SARS. What do people do in SARS? I go to SARS. I was queue there. I joined the queue. Where do you want to do? I say I want to a tax returns. I want to register for my tax. I say, okay, to have a tax number. I did my tax number, not knowing why am I doing that. I did my tax number in January. I did that. I registered, done, fine. February, I just wake up the other day walking. I went to another salon. I went there and then I was like, oh, it's not busy. That lady said, oh, it's not busy. I'm just doing this client, what. And then she's the one who said, come here. Do you have a work permit? I said, yes, I have. Do you have a tax number? I said, yes, I do. Say, okay, call this lady. She's from your country. She's your sister. Call her. They've got this. They are shooting a movie. Do you know about movie thing? I said, yeah. Say, okay, call her. They need people who can do hair. I didn't have airtime.
Sorry, I'm not laughing because
I know.
it's funny. I'm just thinking, wow. Okay.
I said, actually, I don't have airtime. Say, okay, take my phone. You can call it on my phone.
What a wonderful person.
I have to call her. That lady we talk. She said she's from your country. She speak your language. Speak to her. So I talked to that lady. Hi, I heard that you need people. I said yes. Please come to Consentia tomorrow by 10. I'm gonna send you the location. I said okay. I gave the lady's number, and then we exchanged numbers, and then that lady instantly sent me the location. I said, okay, now there's a challenge. How am I going to go there?
You have no transport money.
Okay. Now I'm thinking, so how am I going to go there? I said, and now she's insisting, please don't let me down. So now I think, actually there's another guy that I normally see. He's a taxi driver. I went to there. I said, Puti, please, tomorrow I need to go to Constantia. Can you please take me there? I don't have money. I'll give you. And then that guy said, okay, sister, it's okay. I'll take you there. So I went there. When I went there, that was my first time to be in the movie industry. And I didn't know that it was a new beginning of a new era. So I went there. They gave me a contract. That was my first thing. I was like shocked. Signing a contract. Where am I going to start? Signing contract. I don't know that because I'm used to do my things. And also this doing hair, it was a self-taught. I never go to school. So now I'm signing a contract and everything. It was so exciting. Now I'm being told what to do. Okay, that's a new experience. All right. And then next week, they needed to do a lead character. She was a white lady, so they wanted someone who can braid the white people's hair. And then my supervisor said, oh, no, Charity can do that. She can come. So I was hired to do background. So when you are doing background, they just pitch a tent, and then there's no floor. It's just dusty, and then put those mirrors and chairs. You do background. So when I went to the track, I was so surprised that there was a different world where actors does their hair, where they do their makeup. Like, it was beautiful. So I was like, oh, okay. So why are we not working here instead of working that side? So I did that here. And then when I left, I went to the tent. I was like to that lady, you know what, Hazel? Me, I don't belong here. I belong there.
God, Charity, you're amazing.
She said, I know. I've been in the film industry for a long time. You're dreaming. I said, I'm telling you, I don't belong here. I don't want to do background. Passerbys that you say you when you're watching the movie, they say, there. No.
I'm gone already.
I want to do someone's hair that the camera is going to focus on. I want to do makeup on someone.
I did say you're fearless.
And then she was like, okay. So, words have power.
Yes,
Words are very powerful.
Yeah.
And the universe listens.
Yeah.
So when we're done with that job, I was so happy. After 2 months, that supervisor called me and said, what are you doing in October, actually? I said, October. I'm available. So I didn't know that in film industry they'll book you in advance.
Yes.
I'm doing nothing. Then she said, okay, I need you. Please don't take anything. I need you to be with me in my team. I said, okay, fine. So it was a Black American commercial. So remember I said I want to do actors.
Yes, you want to be in the actors track, yeah.
I was promoted to be in the actor without me knowing. Because that supervisor said, actually, you know how to do hair, but you don't have set etiquettes. So I'm going to give you this lady that she will teach you the set etiquettes. And also those Black Americans, they are very fussy when it comes to do their hair and makeup. So they also want to see someone with
an African.
Yes, I'm African. Yes. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I've got my station. To me, it did not click that I'm doing cast.
Yes.
So I'm doing with
You're no longer in extras.
I'm so bad. Even if I was doing the cast, after doing cast, when they go to set, I will go back to my background people and help them.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Now when you are doing cast, you are doing cast only. You don't have to go and help with background. I didn't know that.
Yes.
So I was like, no, I'm going back to my friends, and then I help the background. Then when the other cast want to do their hair, they will call me. I will go to the. So now I'm up and down. Okay, we are done. So we finished that job. So since that second job, I was now doing cast, until I was shooting a Woman King.
I could not believe it when you. I remember you said to me you did the hair in the Woman King, and I was like, what?
And then now I can't. I'm not reflecting myself. I'm not going back to think where I'm coming from. Now I'm in, and now God is answering my prayers. Yeah. God is now showing me, navigating me why I was supposed to be here
to Cape Town.
Not in Canada.
Right?
Yes. So whatever happened for me to move from Messina to Cape Town, that process, I end up now making peace with that. Because now I'm seeing the good things.
It's a process.
Yes, that good things that were coming on my way.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I remember telling myself that I want to do people in the movies. So how was I going to do that?
They don't come to Messina to shoot movies.
Yes. So I remember one of my clients when I posted something on Blood and Water.
Yeah.
When I was doing when it came out, and then now I posted on Facebook, and then one of my
This is Blood and Water on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then one client of mine says, "Girl, I remember when we were doing my hair here in Messina, you said you want to do actors in the television. Look where you are.
Right there.
So now I said, oh, really? I said that.
Because you don't realize it, but you're doing
Yes.
someone's hair and you're just talking.
And then now that lady, she reminded me as well, the one that called me, she reminded me that, you know what, when now we are doing Women King, and now I'm doing cast, and now I'm and now the crew, they are now envying you. Like, oh, how is this actor that you are doing,
Yeah.
And because now it's you who is doing that, you don't see that.
Yeah.
So, but other people will be like, how are they when you engage with them? How, are they friendly? Like, I really want a picture with that person. But now it's becoming like a lifestyle, because now you mingle with those people.
Yeah.
You don't even, some of them, you know them from afar, but now when you meet them
Face to face,
it doesn't click to you like, actually, I'm with these people.
Yeah.
Now it's become my lifestyle.
Yeah, your dream has manifested.
Yes. So I remember that lady was like, oh, you know what, my sister, I love your faith. I said, really? He said, yes. Do you remember that day when you say, that day when you were still doing background, and you came to me and say you don't belong in background? Now look where you are. I said, actually the universe listens.
No, I truly believe that.
Yes,
I truly believe that. And it's something that really fires me to watch my words.
Yes.
And I always say to my child, take it back.
Yes.
When they say, and they're like, oh my gosh, mom, you want, I said, please, take it back. And I know it sounds like mumbo jumbo, but words are power.
Words are powerful.
Words have life, If it doesn't matter which scripture you read, it tells you words have life. And so you should be careful what you speak over your child.
Yes.
If you keep calling your child trouble, well, if you call your child Zimbabweans, you call your children blessing, prudence, God's prosper, whatever, because that's what you want to manifest in your life, So I think it's truly amazing. And when you said, I remember that day when you said to me about, you said blood and water. I remember you said that, and then you also said to me that you were doing the cast hair in the Woman King. I am a fan of that movie, and I just think it deals with some very important subjects within African history. And I'm a big fan of that movie because it addresses a lot of important aspects of how slavery was, but also Viola Davis. I really admire how her story, she's written a book and I've read it, and she also comes from very, very far. And so when you told me you did Viola Davis's hair, I was like, oh my goodness, this woman is the real deal, And the hair in that movie, there was beautiful hair. And when they were asking you about how is this celebrity, how are they? I would like to think maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but you learned what you were saying before, that in Messina, that you don't gossip about the clients,
And you need to respect. So on Women King, it really elevated me so much, because on Women King, that's when I got an award, a recognition.
Look at you!
Yes.
I didn't know. Well done.
2020, I became the best hairstylist, and that's when I become
Charity.
also my name. I got a credit from IMBD because of the Women King.
So you're findable on IMDb.
Yes, if you type my name, you'll find me there. So I was also blessed to do Viola Davis' hair one day, because she always move around with her own hairstylist and makeup artist.
Yes.
So it was a day when the hair artist was not feeling well, and then my boss had to ask me, my designer, that, actually, you need to go and do Miss Viola Davis. you know yourself what you are capable of.
Right.
But now it's the Viola.
Yes. Let's put the before that.
The Viola Davis.
Before her name, yes.
And then my designer was like, what's wrong with that? You got this. You got this. You can do it. So yes, we are talking about the Viola, guys. So I felt so humbled and I felt so honored to be asked to go and do her hair. And then my first time doing her hair, so that day I was so, I couldn't breathe because I couldn't even believe my eyes. Like I remember pinching myself, like, is this happening? And I really wanted to take a video, like, when you tell people, they won't believe, but I couldn't. Now I don't want to be fired. And because she's the lead character, and also when you are shooting, there's
a lot of secrecy.
Yes. Yeah. So now I'm just enjoying that moment.
Yes.
And also she was so nice.
Yes.
It was a very nice moment with him. And then
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yes, she is a very nice human being. So now there's a part that I was so laughing about it. So now when we met again on set, she looked like...
When did you meet again? Which set?
On set, because now
when you've done the hair.
Yes,
okay.
after when the hairstylist was fine. So now when we meet again, when we meet her, she was not acknowledging that she know me.
She's in
and
character.
It really bothered me so much. And then, boom, okay, Women King finished. And then there was another one that came, like G20. She was also the president. She's the president.
Oh, that's 2025.
Yeah, it came
out in 2025. Yeah.
So now, there was a break that when she had to send me a message, a personal message. She sent me a message, Viola Davis, saying, "Hi, Charity, this is Viola Davis." I screamed. And my kids were like, "What's happening?" I said, "Please look, who typed, who know my number?" I screamed. And then she said she wanted her daughter to do her hair and then her nanny to do her hair. So when was I available? And then she sent the address. I couldn't wait. I went there. So now when I went there, I was like, oh, at least we are not on set. So yes, so I can talk. We can, So now I did the nanny's hair nicely. And then when I was doing the daughter's hair, I had time to talk to her nicely, and then I was asking some of the questions, like everyone can, if you get an opportunity of seeing someone that you have been seeing, like actors. So if you have opportunity to meet them, you always want to ask them how they do when they are doing that, when they act, or when they are on that character. Because I remember asking her about how to get away with murder, how she does that and everything. And then she was explaining to me. So I saw a different person of Viola when she is not in character and in person. I saw a loving mom. Because when I was doing the daughter's hair, she was coming asking, do you need something, baby? What? So I saw love. Although I'm a loving parent, I'm a loving mother, I saw also it really elevated me. I was so challenged to love my kids more, no matter how much.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was so touched. So now I always have that question that actually, so I asked her, like, Miss Viola, do you really know me? Like, so now she's asking.
Do you remember me?
Yes, I said, do you remember me? Because I thought maybe she forgot. She said, I remember you, yeah. So now she said, I remember you, Charity. You once did my hair in Women King. I said, so you remember? You remember? So it really, I felt so humbled that she still remember, because she is a well-known person globally, and now she can remember a person like me. Like, I remember you, and I said, oh, really? So, and then I asked the question, so why on set? you don't greet me. And then she was like, and then she laughed, and then she wouldn't understand why. Because now when I'm on set, I'll be in the character. So it doesn't mean that I don't see people. So now to show that she really remembered me. So now the other day, it was a month down the line when we were on set, she was passing, I was sitting on the monitors. She just held my shoulder.
This is on GQ.
G20, yes.
I mean.
Just to acknowledge that I see you.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. I was like, and then everyone.
I love to hear stories like that because, you know, some of us think that when you become successful, that, you know, you kind of don't really see anybody. You don't have time for anybody. But it's actually an opportunity for you to be very impactful in people's lives. You know? To be impactful in people's lives by demonstrating that you see them, that you wish them well, you know?
Yeah, she just passed and then she held my shoulder. She did not say anything, but she just held my shoulder.
Yes.
And then now, my standbys, the other guys, my crew, they were like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, because she's the number one.
Yes.
And, you know, we are not allowed to engage with her when she is in character.
Yeah.
So now she's just acknowledging me that I see you, but...
Oh, God validated.
Yes.
If I thought she was an amazing human being, I'm thinking she definitely is.
She is. That's how my journey went, and now I'm a hair and makeup artist in film industry. I can't explain it, but I just feel like, you know, when you're confident enough, when you have faith, you know, they say faith is the substance of things hoped for. So we can't touch faith, but we can
see,
feel it.
It's the evidence of things unseen.
Yes. So
congratulations,
from being in Messina,
from Nobatsi, my friend.
Yes.
Oh, you know, the arc from Gweru, commuting between Gweru and Nobatsi, you know, from having to leave Gweru to go to Messina.
What God cannot do does not exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
So I believe that, you know, some things, we want things to be done on our way, of which God has on his own way of doing things. So sometimes we feel like when things are not happening on the way that we want, God is not there. You understand? Because we want things to be done on our way, not knowing that we can think outside the box. We can do anything if you just believe on yourself, you know, and if you don't have fear. Because when you have fear, you limit yourself. Now you are thinking, what if?
Fear paralyzes you.
So now I learned that when God needs to put you in another place, expect anything. And sometimes when you say, thy will be done, I realize that thy will is a prophetic word.
Yeah.
And thy will can mean anything. So when thy will is happening, you have to be very careful. You are praying, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You don't know thy will. I'm telling you, you don't know thy will, because thy will is a prophetic word that I've learned that actually I don't know thy will. I don't know. We just say it. But now when it comes to a doing word, it's God. You submit.
But within that, I also believe it's a good plan.
Yes.
It's a good plan, you know, and it's a plan for good. It's a plan to prosper you. But the path is the one that you have no clue.
Of course.
And that's why, like you said, faith is really important, because then you have to believe that it will be a fantastic outcome. Not just a good outcome, it's a fantastic outcome. This is amazing. What do your children say about that now when they think about you? And because they've been with you every step of the way.
Yes.
How do they feel about your arc? How everything has come to this moment?
So my kids, when they look at me, they see their mother, right? And then they see another part of me that is very fearless and very strong.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And then they see another part of me, a creative mother who have worked so hard because they've seen my waist. They've seen me when I was doing well. We have been together,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So when now they see me with these celebrities, when now they see the credits that I have
On the TV,
on the TV, now they can't.
and in the movies.
Yes.
You know, there is charity
yes. So they
Gwakuka.
feel so much proud to be born with a very powerful woman like me, and they also want to be more than me. They feel like
because
actually,
you're
mommy
starting
can do
them
that.
at a certain
Yes,
stage,
yes. So if mommy can do this, why not us? So not in a jealous way, but in a way that they feel like, no, mommy, you challenge us, and so they see a person who is very strong.
I think every parent wants the children to do better than them.
Of course.
So to me, there's nothing wrong with them saying that, with nothing wrong with you saying or them saying that we want to go to the next level.
Yes, that is what I also wanted, because I need them to be more than, because every child that you give birth to, they are more superior than you, you know. So yeah, so
it's like human beings are constantly learning, evolving, and so you want your children to be part of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you go back to Gweru?
Unfortunately, I just went. There's a lot of bad memories that
difficult life.
Yes, that will bring back my childhood, everything, and but unfortunately there's no one there because my mom passed away, my father passed away, also my siblings, they are here. So
congratulations, and you are fearless, and don't stop being fearless.
I want,
and you are, you know, a woman of integrity, and it's blessed you, because when you think about your life and when you think about this continent, being here in Africa, you didn't go to Canada, girlfriend, and you're here. and your dream happened here on the continent.
Yes.
How do you feel about the continent? Do you feel like you got shortchanged because you didn't go to Canada, for instance?
I feel like, you know, when you don't see things, when you see things on a different perspective, because I was thinking people can make it, they have made it because they went overseas, but I didn't know that, because, for instance, here in Cape Town, I have met the international here in Cape Town. Yeah. You understand?
The overseas came to you.
Yes, the overseas came to me. So I don't think, I no longer have that thing in me that I still need to go to Canada.
Yeah.
But I feel like I now need to go back home, you know, I need to go back home and build a legacy.
You know, what you're saying is so important, because I think that as Africans, we need to understand, I call it going back to the cave. You know, in the sense that the cave is where you were born, where you started. And I use the word born figuratively. It doesn't have to be where you were actually born.
Yes.
But it's about going back and giving back and showing other people the way.
Yes.
Because some people, because life, the lens that you see life through is so important. Remember how we were talking earlier, and I was saying I would really like you to come and mentor where I mentor, even if it's 4 times a year. And all this is an opportunity for you to grow and discover other things about yourself. And who knows what you're going to be doing in 10 years' time.
Because I feel like
it's practical learning.
Actually, I'm very good in continuity, but someone will be like, oh, what was the look of this of this character on day 23? So I just said, oh no, your character was looking like this. So I have the trick. I learn, because I'm doing it with love. I'm not I'm keeping the continuity because I want to understand the story.
Yes.
And also, I'm not doing only the cast that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm also doing with other people's cars
Yeah.
so that I understand. Also, when the other person is not on set, you are given that person to look after. You know, yes, we not everyone go overseas and
They're successful.
successful.
Yeah, I think we need to love one another. I really think that there's a way that Africans think about Africa that is disempowering to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to change that narrative. And that's what I'm hoping that Conversations on Wasafiri Africa are going to do. That it's part of, I'm not the only one who's doing it, of course. I'm just saying it's part of that change.
Mm-hmm.
And food, what foods do you like from Africa?
So in Zimbabwe, we have our staple food. We eat pap and veggies. Yes.
I like the pap from Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So but I'm very skeptical in food.
Trying different foods.
Yes, trying different food.
Yeah.
But I will not mind testing vegetables from, because I heard that Ghana also, they've got very nice African food.
Yeah. Very flavorful.
Yes, I heard Cameroon, they also have nice dishes. Nigeria, so I don't have a problem in.
But where your shop is, you know, you're not far from Long Street.
Yes,
there's so many West African food shops there that you can go and try. And Tanzanian food, you know, there's a Tanzanian restaurant in.
Yes, I have tasted some Tanzanian food. I really love that. When Osman bought.
Oh yes, Osman
yes.
would know. Yes.
You can taste. I was like, okay, and say, please, I insist, just test. And then I at the end of the day, I realized that I'm now licking my fingers, like, this is nice, this is nice. So we have different, and I realized that even if the vegetables, but they are cooked in a different way.
They're cooked in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know okra now.
Yeah.
Okra is cooked in a different way.
Yeah.
You can fry it,
Yeah.
you can mix, you can put meat.
Yeah.
That's beautiful art. And
I think it's all part of us embracing who we are, because we're not shy about tasting pizza and pasta and
yes,
you know what I mean.
So why not?
Why not just now give African food a chance? And like you said, it's probably what you eat. It's just prepared in a different way.
Yes,
yeah.
That's very true.
No, I'm so happy that I had this opportunity with you and your incredible story. And you know what? You're not done. You know, you're still building the momentum, because when I meet you one day, because I will continue obviously to be in touch, but I'll meet you one day and you say, I have built a legacy.
Yes.
I will hear those words.
Confirming.
I have built. Exactly. And it will be a wonderful legacy, because it's based on you believing that you're here for a purpose, and believing that that your words have power, and your faith has fueled that and made it happen. Well, Charity Gwakuka, I don't know what to say except to say thank you. And that is a very powerful word for us to stop on, so that we can ponder on that, knowing how to recognize the seasons.
Yes.
And that the seasons are turning, just like they do with nature.
Yes.
And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Winter is cold, but it doesn't mean that spring is not going to come.
Yes.
And then spring will come with the bright sunshine. And so the cycle goes. And so we need to embrace that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I thank you so much for having me here, and also for telling my story. I don't know who I am talking to and who is going to hear and whose life is going to change, because I'm just saying, no matter what happens, no matter what challenges, I know how it feels to be hungry. I know how it feels to be broke. I know how it feels to lose beloved ones. But here I am, standing tall, facing challenges, not giving up, and wanting to face all the beasts. So I'm saying out
Fearlessly.
there, fearlessly, don't fear not, because God, for everything, there is a season and time.
The time is now, the season is now. Embrace it. Twendeni, Africa is ready.